Tesla promises to change the game again with a project that's shaking up the global automotive market, the Model 2. Even before it hits the streets, this car will cause a stir for one reason: it will be the cheapest Tesla in history. According to increasingly solid rumors, production will be so accelerated that a new vehicle will roll off the assembly line every 30 seconds. That's right, 30 seconds. And this isn't a random number. This speed will be the direct result of one of the most daring changes ever made to the brand's engineering. The secret lies in the extreme simplification of the assembly process, something that will make even current Tesla models seem overly complex. The Model 2 will be unlike anything the company has ever launched. It won't compete with the brand's current premium models, but rather democratize access to electric mobility. To achieve this, Tesla will have to forego many of the luxuries typically found in its vehicles. Features like high-fidelity surround sound, refined interior materials, and even the much-talked-about advanced autopilot will not be available in the entry-level version. The idea will be clear: deliver a functional, safe, and efficient electric car without excesses or technological gimmicks that increase the final product's price. And make no mistake, this decision won't come by chance. Tesla will face increasing pressure from Asian competitors, particularly Chinese giant BYD, which has already demonstrated its ability to offer good, affordable electric cars. To keep up, Tesla will invest heavily in production agility and component standardization, which will greatly facilitate mass assembly. This, combined with a leaner, more automated supply chain, will enable the Model 2 to be manufactured in record time and on a large scale. What will draw the most attention, however, will be the price. Reports point to a starting price of $19,699 or even less, which will place the Model 2 in a price range never before explored by Tesla. To reach this almost unbelievable figure, the company will have to apply a cost-cutting philosophy to every detail of the car. But contrary to what many believe, this won't necessarily mean a loss of quality. The Model 2 won't be a bare-bones car. It will be lean, purposeful, and strategically simplified to reach the right audience at the right time. The production structure will also be reconfigured. Everything indicates that the Texas factory will receive upgrades to handle this new phase, taking full advantage of the technologies already implemented in previous models. One of the key aspects of this process will be the use of so-called giga-presses, giant machines that will allow entire chassis parts to be cast into a single piece, reducing assembly time and drastically reducing the number of components required. With this, the Model 2 will no longer be just a new car, but a new manufacturing concept. This shift in production pace will be essential not only for competitiveness, but also for ensuring Tesla's survival in a rapidly changing market. Traditional manufacturers and new startups are entering the electric race with full force, and offering an affordable, reliable, and mass-production-ready car will be a matter of survival. Tesla will recognize this and will use all its know-how to make the Model 2 an industrial milestone, not just a cheap product. While Tesla is still fine-tuning the Model 2's final details, a growing shadow will be cast from China. Its name? BYD. This Asian giant will already be making waves with its popular electric models, and for good reason. The Seagull, for example, will have gone all out to conquer the market with a shocking price tag, around $10,000. In a world where electric cars are still seen as luxury products, BYD's offensive will not only be bold, it will be strategic. And this will put Tesla's back against the wall, requiring quick and well-calculated responses if it wants to maintain the throne it has conquered in recent years. The war, in this case, won't be waged against Ford, GM, or Lucid. It will unfold between Elon Musk and the Shenzhen Empire. While Tesla will continue to promise to bring electric cars to the people, BYD will already be delivering. And on a massive scale. The difference will lie in timing and execution. Tesla will continue to make promises, BYD will be racking up numbers. This will create brutal pressure for the Model 2 to be not only an affordable car, but also convincing enough to compete with rivals already on the streets of the world. To deal with this pressure, Tesla shouldn't try to beat BYD on the same terms. Instead, it will pursue a hybrid path between cost-cutting and maintaining its status as a sought-after brand. The Model 2 won't be a generic electric car. It will carry, albeit to a lesser extent, the Tesla spirit. That minimalist dashboard with the large central screen, the futuristic look, and the technological touch will remain, even if more basic versions leave out luxurious details. The challenge will be to deliver enough to maintain prestige without exceeding the cost limit. In this battle, the consumer will come out on top. Tesla will have to prove it can compete with a lean, aggressive, and agile BYD. And it will do so by cutting non-essential items, investing in smarter production, and, of course, leveraging the marketing strategy that Elon Musk so masters. One important difference is that, even with a higher price tag than the Seagull, the Model 2 will be able to sell itself on the idea of being more Tesla than the price suggests. This perception will be worth its weight in gold in the battleground of popular electric vehicles. It won't just be a question of hardware. The competition will also take place in the symbolic realm. The average consumer, especially in the West, will tend to associate Tesla with innovation and technological vanguard. BYD, however competent, will still face market resistance outside Asia. And that's precisely where the Model 2 could find its place, as a middle ground between Chinese affordability and American prestige. A car that, even if basic, will be desired. Furthermore, Tesla will understand that lowering the price won't be enough. It will need to justify each savings, and it will do so with transparency. The absence of leather seats will be explained as an environmentally friendly choice. The removal of premium sound will be seen as a pragmatic decision. Each cut will be converted into a story, and these stories, when told well, are compelling. The brand knows this and will use this narrative to its advantage, transforming simplicity into purpose. At the heart of this revolution, Tesla intends to launch with the Model 2 is one key component that will make all the difference: the battery. And it's not just any battery. The model will feature a new generation of cells called 4680 LFP, a combination of innovative design with a safer and cheaper chemical composition. This change alone will leave engineers and analysts in the electric sector wide-eyed. This is because the combination of LFP, lithium iron phosphate, and the 4680 design will bring two crucial benefits: increased range and radically reduced cost. And when it comes to popular cars, these two factors are practically everything. The magic number Tesla will be aiming for is 390 miles of range, or about 627 kilometers, on a single charge. This seems like overkill for a car in this category, but it's not impossible, especially when the battery cell can store more energy in less space. The 4680 structure will allow this. Unlike the smaller cylindrical batteries previously used, these cells will be denser and more efficient. And best of all, with the LFP composition, which eliminates expensive metals like cobalt, the cost per kilowatt-hour could fall below $50. This will be a first in the industry. Now comes the part that will amaze those who like to do math. The estimated cost of the Model 2's complete battery pack will be around $2,559. For an electric vehicle, this will be practically a miracle, especially when the current market average is between $7,000 and $12,000 per battery. This drastic reduction will allow Tesla to take a deep breath and go all out in the fight for the most affordable electric car on the planet. And even though the exact numbers haven't yet been officially confirmed, industry experts are already treating these figures as likely, based on recent patents, announcements, and leaks. But it won't just be a matter of price. LFP batteries will also have much longer lifespan and will be less prone to overheating. This means the Model 2 could become an extremely reliable car, even for more demanding markets like Europe and North America. What's more, the use of LFP will be a strategic relief for Tesla, which has been seeking ways to reduce its dependence on critical minerals extracted from unstable regions for years. This new chemistry will allow the company to establish more sustainable and geopolitically secure supply chains. Another interesting point will be thermal stability. With the new 4680 LFP cell, Tesla will be able to eliminate a number of complex cooling components, making the system lighter, cheaper, and more efficient. Fewer moving parts will mean fewer failures and, consequently, lower maintenance costs over time. This will make all the difference when the product's focus is precisely on reaching a mass market. After all, no one wants an affordable car that costs a lot to maintain. Now, imagine your car not only consumes energy, but also returns it. That's what Tesla intends to explore with the Model 2, taking the technology called V2G, vehicle to grid, to a new level. Simply put, the car will serve as a mini power station. It will be able to store electricity at night when grid demand is low and return that energy during the day, during peak hours. Sounds like science fiction? Maybe. But this type of integration is already being tested in some regions and could become standard with the arrival of the Model 2. What will make this possible will be the combination of the new 4680 LFP battery and the energy management system Tesla is developing. With the durability and stability of the LFP chemistry, the Model 2 will be able to charge and discharge energy frequently without reducing battery life. This detail will be crucial, as it will allow the car to function as an active part of the electrical grid, not just a passive consumer. It will be a fair exchange. You help stabilize your city's electrical system, and in return, you can be rewarded for it. And when we say reward, we're not exaggerating. Estimates suggest that, in some scenarios, Model 2 owners could earn up to $400 per month just by letting the car sit idle overnight and returning energy in the morning. Multiply that by a year, and you'll see the vehicle begin to pay for itself. It's a model that will completely transform the idea of an economy car, because it not only consumes less fuel, but can also generate money. This move will be directly connected to another ambitious Tesla plan, the Mega Energy Storage Project in Texas, known as Megapack. With an investment of $1.1 billion, this facility will be one of the largest in the world, with a capacity of 1.2 GWh. Part of this system will be dedicated to supporting production at Giga, Texas, where the Model 2 will be manufactured, but another part will be dedicated to stabilizing the energy in residential areas that use V2G technology. It's a closed loop. The generated and stored energy will be used both to power the cars and to return their surplus. From a technical standpoint, this synergy will be possible thanks to the bidirectional charging system, which will allow not only to charge the car, but also to send energy back to the grid. This type of solution has been discussed for years in the energy sector, but faced technological limitations and high costs. With the Model 2, these barriers will begin to fall, making V2G more tangible for the average consumer. And the impact will be enormous, both on drivers' wallets and on the stability of the national energy system. While all this technology and power is being built, there will be one detail that will be impossible to ignore: the Model 2's look and shape. Contrary to what many expected, it won't come with the look of a traditional hatchback, that small, rounded car often seen in Europe. Instead, Tesla is expected to focus on a compact crossover, something between a miniature SUV and a city sedan. This choice won't be random. It will be a direct response to the needs of big cities, where space is a luxury and mobility requires agility. The Model 2 will be smaller than the Model Y, but will inherit much of its style. Inside sources indicate that up to 80% of its components may be shared with its larger sibling, which will significantly help cut production costs. Even so, the car won't look like a bland, downsized model. It will be compact, yes, but with a modern, clean, and functional feel. Those smooth lines, tapered headlights, and minimalist design that have become Tesla's signature will remain, just adapted for a more practical, urban body. Inside, the Model 2 will also follow the path of simplicity. The dashboard will retain the famous central screen that controls everything, from climate control to navigation, but will forego the luxurious details. Don't expect seats with millimeter adjustments or surfaces covered in fine materials. The proposal will be different, delivering the essentials with intelligence. The car will be designed for those who want practicality, economy, and style, without paying a premium for frills. And the truth is, for many people, this will be more than enough. This compact format will make perfect sense in regions where urban space is increasingly competitive. Parking will be easier, maneuvering will be smooth, and energy consumption will also be optimized. Furthermore, with its crossover height and robust design, the Model 2 will move away from the fragile entry-level car image. It will convey the feeling of a sturdy, modern, and functional vehicle, ideal for the busy traffic of big cities, without feeling too small for long trips. Another interesting point is that this design will be directly benefited by the use of gigacasting technology. By molding large parts of the chassis into a single piece, Tesla will be able to create a solid, durable, and less expensive structure. This will facilitate mass production without compromising the car's rigidity. What's more, it will allow for a clean look, without the seams or finishes that betray excessive economy. The result will be a lean car, but with a well-built appearance, something that, let's face it, makes all the difference when it comes to purchasing. Now that you've imagined the Model 2's shape and visual proposition, it's worth opening the hood, metaphorically, and facing an inevitable reality. Several traditional features simply won't be present. And it's not because Tesla has forgotten or ignored these items. Quite the opposite. It will be a strategic, surgical decision, made to lower the final price and deliver the most affordable model possible. And, let's face it, there's no way to charge less than $20,000 and still maintain the same luxuries as a $60,000 car. Something had to be left out, and in the Model 2, a lot will be. Among the items expected to be eliminated from the list are some that have already become standard on the brand's more expensive models: a panoramic roof, a premium sound system, heated seats, leatherette seats, double-glazed windows, and even the much-desired power trunk. All of these will be left out in the name of economic efficiency. Instead, the car will come with cloth seats, single-pane windows, steel wheels, and a more straightforward interior. This may come as a shock to those accustomed to Tesla's understated luxury. But for many, this trade-off will be perfectly acceptable if the financing payment is lower. But these decisions won't just come from a cost spreadsheet. There's real engineering behind them. For example, by replacing the double-paned windows with regular glass, Tesla will not only save on materials, but also eliminate the cost of reinforced frames, extra sound insulation, and specialized installation. This means cutting costs across multiple layers at once. The same logic will apply to the seats. Using fabric instead of synthetic leather will save about $500 per unit. And in a mass-produced car, every dollar counts. Another important change will be the replacement of traditional alloy wheels with steel ones. Besides being cheaper, these wheels are more impact-resistant, which can even be an advantage on potholed urban roads. This represents greater savings for the consumer in the long run, even if the appearance becomes a little less refined. This type of decision shows that the Model 2's focus will be purely functional, delivering the essentials and cutting back on what's possible as long as the car retains that Tesla soul. And perhaps the most daring savings are hidden in the motor. Tesla is expected to replace rare earth magnets with ferrite magnets, which are cheaper and widely available. This change could save up to $1,000 per motor,